So I've been seeing this never had a be like me in your life trend, right? And it's making me realize all of y'all are the fucking same. Y'all all have the same default dialogue equipped. All of y'all's favorite show is fucking Grey's Anatomy, and your favorite movie is The fucking Notebook, and all of y'all are complete homebodies, yet your highlights say otherwise. All of y'all's boyfriend was broke as shit, and they were the problem the entire relationship. And of course, all of y'all have 3, 5, or fucking 7 bodies. All of y'all have no friends for real, yet you go out with them every fucking weekend. All of y'all are in your fucking healing girl era, which really means I'm manipulating this to get back for what my ex did. And then a new one that I'm starting to hear is, oh, I'm celibate, which really means I caught a body after my last relationship, but I didn't enjoy that body and I really regretted it. So now I'm not getting any new bodies. But if my ex hit me up, then maybe I'll fuck with him again, because at least he knows how to get me right. I'm not stupid. I'm tired of hearing the same shit, bro. Let's be more original.
And now we got a new one called The Provider, which is starting to be used more frequently nowadays. What's going on, YouTube? Is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Y'all saw the thumbnail, so y'all already know what the topic is. So let's go ahead and jump into the next video.
What happened in your dating experience to where you're now like,
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment. When I moved to Atlanta, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into...
When you say entitled, though, break, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure. And I get hit on by white women. I get hit on by all kinds of women. But when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of, I got to pay for something.
Wow.
I got to pay your rent. I got to help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's a couple hundred. If the hookah's 45, lamb chops is 50, dessert. So by the time VIP,
valet.
Valet, I was just getting ready to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
So it's like I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again. So I done spent $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
Notice how both of the women said, when he said entitlement. And then this woman gonna have the nerve to say, what's entitled to you? She knew exactly what he meant. Like, let's not play dumb here, ma'am. That's disingenuous. Let's keep it moving.
Women's power is truly unmatched, because the way y'all got on the internet and changed the word of provider to a trick, it's gotta be top tier, most dastardly things I've ever seen on the internet. Like, asking a man to be a provider and he's not your husband has to be the top 10 craziest things I've ever heard. Because you really just want this man to pay your bills, and y'all are going to come up with words to trick men into thinking that if they're not doing this for you, they're not even a man. Then when somebody brought up the logical fallacy, like, it's plenty of men, or men was like, I make money, I'm not spending money on you. Y'all changed it too. But I want a provider, generous, kind, giving, non-stingy man. Nothing's worse than a stingy man. Like, and it's crazy is women came up with the word mansplaining as if women are the definition of, like, I guess you have to now call it womansplaining. Like, women literally change the definitions of what stuff is. Like, before, if you go look at the dictionary of a narcissist or somebody with narcissism, this is something with people in like 1% of the population. Women change the word narcissist to anybody that they don't agree with. Anybody with self-confidence. Anybody that don't put up with their bull crap. He a narcissist now. I have to say I'm impressed. But the provider thing, I just got to go back to this. Because it's so bad now. They done made it to where if a man splits bills with his wife, with his woman, The single women are yelling that their man ain't a provider, and the pick me men who are just like, look at me, I got money. That's what makes me the better man. I pay all my wife bill. I suck her toes every night. They done made it to where them women and the single women and them men, they got a brother going that might split bills with his wife, literally saying he not even a provider. Like, I'm very impressed. Women, y'all brain knows no bounds because that's very impressive to redefine and change the whole connotation and just so you can get a trick.
And I gotta be honest, it's nice to see that another female can see through this foolery and see through this bullshit. Because y'all know I've been saying this all the time on my channel, especially for the last few months, as this topic is starting to get more and more traction. Men, men, to the men, bro. These women do not want husbands, they just want sponsors. They don't want providers, they just want a man to pay for everything. They want a man to take on all the responsibility with no authority. As a matter of fact, they're the ones that want to have all the authority with none of the responsibility. And we all know that responsibility without any authority is what? Slavery. The very same thing that they try to say cooking and cleaning is for a woman. Right. Let's keep it moving.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you.
You're not ready to. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs. Okay. You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something.
Oh, boy, you like making me fucking mad.
Calling on birds. Calling on birds. Bruh, I ain't even gonna say too much, bruh. I'm gonna just put these stats on the page real quick. And I want y'all to look at this real long and hard. Now, this is very recent stats, 2022. They was updated, inflation adjusted too. So these is in Biden dollars. These is Biden bucks right here. Average black person, black man working full time, $50,000. The average black woman working full time, $44,000. So either she was signal calling to Zaddy over there, because even by her own metrics and her own standards, she shouldn't be dating. No, the average black woman shouldn't be out here dating. For her to sit here and let that come out her mouth and just not be in shape at minimum, she not even in shape. Her fupa stick out more than her ass. But she telling y'all that if you make 50, bruh, it's the shit that pissed me off because it's so fucking disingenuous. Yes, the message she's stating overall is not wrong. Dating costs. Yes, dating costs. Yes, courtship costs. Yes, you need to have expendable income in order to comfortably date and court women. However, if you making $40,000 as a woman and he making $55,000 as a man, how y'all on the same fucking level? He might be there. He's better than you. Like that's the part I don't fucking understand. I just don't get it, bro. This is because when broke women, it's okay to be a broke woman. It's okay to be a broke woman because they don't see themselves as broke. They just feel like, oh, at the right opportunity and the right guy, just swoop along and save me from this bullshit. A man with $50,000 should date within his tax bracket, period, point blank. And if you just a regular average Joe ass chick, you in his tax, like you're where you should be. Her body is a $50,000 man body. I'm sorry, that's just you can't even be in shape. But if we start talking about that, y'all getting y'all feelings about that. We start talking about y'all goddamn hefty tubbies walking around. Y'all get an attitude. Oh, I hate black women. Blah, 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 right? You got a chin touching the chin, one baby, you done with. But it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. Once she said Atlanta, it makes sense. And ladies, I keep telling y'all, just because a dude with a little money might hunch on you, don't mean that that's where you fall in the pecking order as far as what you rate as far as men. Like y'all gotta stop this mentality that you can be a chick working at the call center and think you're better than the dude working at the Amazon warehouse is insane. All because you can hunch on a dude that's a scammer nigga that's pulling in that do $20,000-$30,000 plays every now and then. y'all gotta wake up, bruh. But fellas, y'all got a part to play in this too. Cause if y'all, some of these women y'all ain't got no business hunching on and being in them DMs. And until y'all stop that shit, this will forever be a revolving circle. Y'all better have some goddamn standards with these women. Hey.
You know what's funny? I've had females look down upon me for saying certain things, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but this is genuinely how I feel. If we're going on a date and you take me to a nice restaurant, I'm not gonna order the lobster and steak.
Right.
I'm just not gonna do that. I just think it's inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're gonna pay if you're the cut. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always offer. Hey, can I leave the tip?
Yeah,
I always ask
something
that.
about that is so special to me.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of woman that I want to marry. It's like, just even if I don't want you to do it, just offering it is just, it makes a man feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, how are you not embarrassed when you ask a woman to split the bill or to go 50-50 in a relationship with you?
And why exactly would they feel the need to be embarrassed? It's almost like they've been listening to a large amount of women that say they're independent and can do things on their own and want to be treated as equals. But then when the subject of relationships and dating comes up, no, then they want to be taken care of.
But I'm truly asking this question. Why are you not embarrassed as a man to want a female to buy into a relationship? Because that's the way I'm looking at it. When you ask a female to pay for her way in anything and everything, you are saying to her, you need to buy your way into a relationship with me.
But wait, doesn't that mean if the man pays for everything in the relationship, then he's bought his way into that relationship? Oh dear.
And no, it does not go the other way. And let me tell you why it does not go the other way.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
As a man providing financially and taking care of a woman, guess what you get in return?
What?
Peace and softness and caring and love, like just love. When you ask her to contribute to a relationship and you ask for that, you are asking her to give 150% while you're contributing 50%.
It rather sounds like one is implying that the only thing a man has to offer in a relationship is money.
And then y'all get mad that a woman's not giving you what you want because you're asking her to basically be a business partner in your little relationship. I'm not wrong.
Sure about that? Because the only way that that would actually be possible is if legitimately men only had money and financial stability to contribute to a relationship.
I don't want any of my income to be needed in the family. I want the man to be 100% the supporter, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to work and I'm not going to have my own business or whatever.
But you would want the family to be able to live solely off of your
Yes,
husband's
100% solely off of my husband. I don't want me to have to use my income at all, but that's not because I'm not going to be working or I'm not going to have my own stuff going on. It's just because I want the freedom to be able to take care of my kids for the first 7 years of their life. I want to be a stay-at-home mom and be with them basically 24/7. I think that's important in the family structure, so that's pretty much the only reason why.
Okay, you would choose stay-at-home mom. So 0%, we'll say.
Yes.
Okay.
So her money is her money, and her man's money is also her money. And it's funny, people will see videos like this, and their only response is, oh, but not all women are like that. Okay, that's fine, but obviously there are women who are like this.
All right, fellas. These women have come out and they are saying you can be a homeowner and paying all the bills, and instead of the woman putting in anything, even disposable income, to be able to say, you know what, you pay for everything, so let me go ahead and spend my money on us going on vacation. Any of that, you're expected to do it. So this goes back to doubling down on the your money is our money, but my money is my money. There is no partnerships. 2024, these ladies out here do not want to be your partner. They're in it for themselves. They're in it to win it. What are they winning? I guess a bag. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is not a life partner. It is not a best friend. They are not in it for that. Don't get got. Don't believe the hype. You need to be looking at social media accounts. You need to be asking questions. You need to be talking to these people about hypothetical situations and what about this and what about that and what are your expectations? What are your opinions on people who are posting that this is their situation? You need to be taken from that. Because let me tell you, these women out here, They are not going to say, oh, my husband, he's such a good provider. You know, he takes care of everything in the house and make sure that everything runs. So I don't have to be stressed and I can just work minimal and whatever money I make, you know, that's what we use to go have fun and do things together. Nope, there's no give and take. I'm going to still be out here talking about, girl, he's so broke because this man, I don't care if he pays all the bills and what he got going on. At the end of the day, he can't pay for me to go to Hawaii. He don't got an extra $10,000 for us to go, you know, on this extravagant trip somewhere for a weekend. So I don't know what he's talking about. He broke. That's what they're going to say about you. I think it's crazy. I think the expectations in 2024 are beyond delirious. I don't know what people are drinking or smoking that's getting them to a point where they even think that the words coming out their mouth make sense, because the numbers don't. I don't know how one person is supposed to support all of that. And then you have your own income over here just growing in your bank account. And you don't have to contribute to these things. It's not us. We're not a team. It's just me. That's sad. It's sad for the men. So guys, do your research. Know who you're marrying before you marry.
Like, and she's 100% right. It really is sad for the men, and it gives men less incentive to want to be in long-term relationships or even marriages for that matter. Because basically, what women are telling men is that you need to bust your ass to be in a position to where I don't have to work at all, let alone bust my ass. So once again, what's the incentive for a man to be in a long-term relationship if he's got to work his way up to a point financially to only turn around and provide for a woman? And keep in mind, a lot of these women that want providers, they still want to work and make their own money. The reality is that they just don't want to spend their money. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Neo Trap Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any of the merch, spreadshot.com link is in the description. Also look out for my new music channel called AMU Music. I will leave the link underneath the travel vlog channel link in the description as well. Make sure y'all check that out because I got a new mixtape dropping called For the Love of Volume 2 that's going to drop midnight on Valentine's Day. So be on the lookout for that as well. Until the next video, you guys, deuces.